Let's get some analysis now from Muzaffar Chishti. He is a senior fellow at the Non-Partisan Migration Policy Institute and director of MPI's office at New York University School of Law. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. I want to start by discussing the legality of these ICE raids and what the fate of the families that have now been separated. What would that look like moving forward?
Well, there are two issues. One is the legality of the raids, and the other is the legality of federalizing National Guard and sending Marines to intervene in the actions against protesters in Los Angeles. Whether the raids were lawful or no will be determined by whether the employers where the raids took place challenged that there were no Fourth Amendment warrants to enter the places. We haven't seen any challenge in that regard, but you could see that some employers whose workplaces were raided would say that it was against the Constitution that the ICE agents raided without having a warrant. But that has been less of an issue. More of an issue of the last 4 days has been the extraordinary militaristic approach taken by the federal government to dispatch National Guard to intervene against protesters. That is reasonably unprecedented. We haven't done that in our country since 1965, when there were riots in the civil rights movement in Alabama, when President Johnson sent troops to quell those riots. The last time it was done in Los Angeles was actually in the 90s, but that was done with the consent of the governor. This was done without the consent and without much provocation. So that has therefore been challenged in a federal district court in San Francisco.
Indeed, we are seeing that rivalry between Trump and Newsom grow by the day. And one thing that we've heard time and time again is how essential immigrants are in the very fabric of Los Angeles and the wider California state. How will this change the demographics of California?
Well, that remains obviously to be seen. I mean, immigrants are very key to the economic well-being of Los Angeles, as that's true for many cities in the U.S. It is especially true in some occupations like agriculture, like construction, like hospitality, like the elder care sort of industry, or infant care, or healthcare. So if there is a significant notching up of these raids, then you would see a lot of people, if they don't get arrested, there'll be a chilling effect, and people will stop going to and doctors, and that is obviously going to have a long-term effect on the quality of life and the economy of Los Angeles.
Okay, Muzaffar Chishti, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World and sharing that analysis with us. I appreciate it.